From News 3 Now, this is breaking news.
I just can't believe that this has happened here. You know, you always see these things happen, but you don't think it's going to happen to your students.
Thank you for staying with us at 5 tonight. News 3 Now is continuing to monitor two breaking stories this afternoon. We have crews in the field bringing the latest information.
That's right. This morning, protests escalated on the UW-Madison campus as day 3 of those protests are underway.
But first, an active shooter threat led the Mount Horeb Middle School to implement a full lockdown today. And that is where we find our Brady Mallory with the latest information. Brady?
Right, we've been working on this story since it broke at about noon, and right now I'm at Life Church. This is a place where people typically go for their faith, but today parents in Mount Horeb are here waiting for their children. I was talking with one mom who was saying that this is the first time she's had to go through anything like this, and of course she never wants to go through this again. We have started to see some parents kind of clear out of here. They've been waiting at a couple of sites in the area to be reunified with their children. We've heard from the district that the children are safe, they're fed, but they're just in buildings right now while district officials and law enforcement do this investigation to make sure everything is closed up. There is an update within the last 10 or so minutes from the Mount Horeb School District. To the parents of the early learning and primary centers beginning at 5, so just now, families should report to the following locations based on the age of their child. Kindergarten children will be released from the front entryway. First grade children will be released from door number 1. Second grade children will be released from door number 2. Parents should be prepared to sign off when they pick up their child, and the district says it appreciates all of the continued support and patience. So if you have any questions, keep watching us, and you can also go to the Mount Horeb Area School District if you are a parent in this area and you're not sure what to do. But Maddie Heimsch, our reporter Maddie Heimsch, has also been following this story, and let's join her at another location in Mount Horeb, and she can fill us into how we got to where we're at now.
Brady, we are still waiting on that press conference from law enforcement, hoping to get a little bit more information. I talked to a couple officers on the scene behind me. They said they also don't know when that time will come. But in the meantime, what we know so far, a suspect was allegedly armed with a rifle at the middle school here in the Mount Horeb Area School District, which caused that lockdown around 11 this morning. We are hearing that some staff and students attempted to flee the building before the lockdown was placed. Students are still locked down in that middle school, but are being released from other schools in the district in phases, heading to those reunification centers. Like Brady said, those elementary learners are being sent out now in phases, heading to those centers where Brady and Braden are located. So I'll toss to Braden now to see how those families are reuniting.
Yeah, Maddie, we are back here again at the Life Church where Brady was. I'm here on scene with him as well. He got here a little bit over 2 hours ago. I got here around 2 p.m. and a lot of these parents had been here for even longer before I got here. Some of them going on 5 hours, going on 6 hours even of waiting to hear what's going on with their kids. Their kids are all safe, have been locked down in the buildings. We're hearing they're starting to release some of them. It sounds like the middle school, they're still locked down in those buildings as they do their investigation. But I talked to one parent who was actually able to talk to her daughter as this situation was unfolding this morning. Here's what she told me.
She was able to call me just that one time. She couldn't even hear me for whatever reason. I could only hear her, and she just said, "Mom, I love you. I'm okay. I can't talk." And I just was able to reconnect with her. She said that her phone was left in her backpack. I've been trying to get a hold of her, but all the students' belongings are still at the school.
Now, again, scary moments, obviously, for all of those parents as they got those calls and got the news that this was happening. There are over 2,000 students across 7 schools in this school district here. A lot of them still locked down, like I said, at their schools. We will continue to follow this story and let you know as we learn more about what actually went down at that middle school today. But for now, I'm going to bring Brady back in and he can tell you a little bit more.
Yeah, and as Braden was saying, it is very scary for parents here, and some of them that we have all been talking with, they've said that they're so relieved that this situation wasn't much worse. But of course, they're feeling anxious and they just want to have that moment where they can hug their kids again because they've been waiting all day. And we will show you that whenever that happens. Stay tuned for News 3 Now at 5 and at 6 and at 10 o'clock. We will continue to bring you the latest coverage. And also you can go to our News 3 Now or Channel 3000 app. It is free wherever you download your apps. Also go to channel3000.com. Eric and Susan.
All right, Brady, Braden, and Maddie, thanks to all of you. Now, make sure you download our News 3 Now app for the very latest information on this developing story. You can find that in your app store. Just search WISC-TV wherever you get your apps. Protests continue on the UW-Madison campus for a third straight day after a clash between students and law enforcement earlier today outside Library Mall.
It all started at around 6:50 this morning when police officers were telling protesters at the encampment that they needed to pack up and leave.
At 7:15, officers started taking down the tents, banding up and holding their shields as well.
Just before 9, officers started taking away protesters from the encampment in handcuffs and zip ties.
And then about 9:30, police fully removed all but one tent away from that protest area.
8 hours later, it appears those tents have been replaced with new ones.
Well, we have team coverage with what's been happening on campus. Our Jalen Banks is live on campus with reaction on today's clash.
But first, let's head out to News 3 Now's Kyle Pazorski. He is live at Library Mall. He's been there all day with the latest on the...
But I think we're going to go to Jalen first.
Just kidding. We're going to go to Jalen first.
I think Jalen is standing by still on Bascom Hill with what he's learning on campus.
Eric and Susan, in light of today's events, two of UW's highest-ranking officials responded to the engagement between protesters and police. UW-Madison's Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin in a statement saying, quote, "Every individual was given the opportunity to move away from the tent area and continue peaceful protests without further police engagement." She continues saying, "I cannot emphasize strongly enough our support for free expression and peaceful protest. Now that the illegal activity has been resolved, students and others are free to resume peaceful protests that abides by campus guidelines today or at any time in the future." Universities of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman backing Chancellor Mnuchin's statement. Here's what he had to say.
At the end of the day, certainly we are committed to freedom of expression on our campuses. That's absolutely critical. It's a hallmark of our universities, certainly a long history at UW-Madison for that. But I think we have to differentiate freedom of expression and legal protesting versus illegal activities. And we will continue to address illegal activities on our campuses as appropriate.
As President Rothman was just speaking about those illegal activities, our Kyle Pazorski is still down at the encampment at Library Mall. We're going to head on over to him with the latest there.
Jalen, thank you. We do apologize for our shot being down just a second ago. Some technical difficulties here on the ground. As you can imagine, there's a lot of different TV stations and people down here as it continues. If you look behind me here, I'll step out. What we're seeing now are these tents. They have been re-established here since this morning. There are now about more than a dozen that have been put up down here on Library Mall. As you can see again with this video that we have this morning, it was earlier when law enforcement did clash with the protesters here on the mall when they mobilized to take down the tents, which they say were illegally placed in accordance to state law. News 3 Now spoke with the professor who I personally witnessed this morning bleeding from his forehead, telling us what happened to him.
I know for a fact that the shields hit me several times and partly in my nose and my forehead.
Now, that was Samir Alatout. Mark Levicott of the UW Police Department has told me, though, that he, going back to the professor, he was telling me that part of what was happening, he said he was targeted, with Mark Levicott telling me in response to that, that no one was targeted, and in fact, police were just responding and doing their job. And again, I've been out here all day. It was quite a chaotic scene throughout the morning, and as we have been down here. So we're going to go back to the studio now, reporting here live on Library Mall. I'm Kyle Pazorski, News 3 Now.
All right, Kyle and Jalen, thanks to both of you. Now, this was the scene last night. This is on campus at the University of Arizona in Tucson. Officers showing up in riot gear asking protesters to leave early this morning. And when they didn't leave, police deployed chemical irritant munitions. Many protesters were arrested. The university is saying it will continue to act in the best interest of its students, faculty, and staff to ensure their safety.
In the wake of those protests on campus, Columbia University is adjusting its final exam schedule as the university's main lawn has been cleared of tents and debris. About 300 protesters were arrested at the university just last night, with the NYPD being asked to stay on campus until May 17th, which is 2 days after the school commencement.
Once again, for this developing and breaking story, make sure to stay up to date with the latest information by downloading our free news app. Just search WISC-TV in your app store. And still to come, a complete look at your midweek first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington.
And we'll take you back to Brady Mallory live with more coverage from today's shooting incident in Mount Horeb. That's when we return.
And mixed numbers in midweek trading as the Dow jumps more than 87 points. The NASDAQ falls 52, S&P 500 down 17. And we'll be right back.
Join Dr. Ashish M. Raval on May 2nd at 5:30 p.m. to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free online educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on classes and events.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you tires and batteries, trust and care, because we get you. So get out on the road and stay safe with quality automotive parts and service at unbeatable prices. Like buy 3 tires, get 1 free, plus up to $100 consumer rebate on select Cooper tires when you buy 4 by the end of April. 15% off assorted brake pads, shocks, struts, suspension parts, and more. And new Blaine's brand windshield wash, $2.99 a gallon. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Blackberry Smoke. Live in concert. Be Right Here tour. Saturday, July 6th at Ho Chunk Gaining Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss Blackberry Smoke live.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower, so he went right to work on it. I think he's procrastinating.
For a new bathtub or shower, just call 1-800-HANSONS. Installed in as little as 1 day with optional safety features and a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest, no payments for 2 full years. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Dr. Ravel is one of the best. I mean, you can't ask for any other person in orthopedics that I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of people in orthopedics, let me tell you. Ortho team and Dr. Ravel are wonderful.
Storms with hail, strong winds, and an isolated tornado are possible Thursday at 6. I break down the best timing for strong storms.
After a confrontation with police this morning, students have put up new tents here at Library Mall. I'm speaking with them about their experiences living in the moment. That's tonight at 6.
Technology and creativity merge to help neurodivergent individuals explore their unique talents.
So this is our recording studio.
In his Time for Kids series, Jalen Banks takes you to the place where Dr. Daryl Treffert's work lives on. Tonight at 6. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Welcome back, everyone. The Mount Horeb community is still feeling a little numb, still reeling today after a reported active shooter earlier.
Let's go back to Brady Mallory, who is live with a look at what's happening there in Mount Horeb right now. Brady?
Well, as we've been telling you, parents have been waiting here for quite a while now to be reunited with their children. You can see a few of them behind me, but actually happening within the last 10 minutes or so, the crowds have started to thin out because according to a Facebook post from the district, the early learning and primary centers have started dismissing students so parents can go pick them up at certain doors. If you need to know where that is, you can go to the Mount Horeb Area School District Facebook page. They've been putting out updates. I do want to show you this to get another idea of how the crowd has been. You can see a bunch of cars lined up down this driveway of Life Church, and they go all out on those roads out there. So this really has been a robust area for people who have been waiting, just wanting to see their kids again, even though they know that they're safe, they're thankful that they're safe, they're just anxious and they want to see them again. Let's go out, we have team coverage. Let's go out to Maddie Heimsch, who is also in the Mount Horeb area, and she can tell us what she's been waiting on. Maddie?
Yeah, Brady, we're still waiting on law enforcement to provide some updates on the situation here. Like you said, parents have been waiting at that reunification center for a while now, for hours. And we've heard lots of comments, concerns, questions from parents why the middle school is still on lockdown as it's now 5 o'clock. I've been here since about noon. When I arrived, I saw dozens and dozens of emergency vehicles on the scene from surrounding municipalities. There was a med flight helicopter on the scene, and of course, parents just lined up trying to get in contact with their middle schoolers. And over 5 hours later, those middle schoolers are still on lockdown. So we will keep updating you on when those students are going to be released from the lockdown and any other updates that come our way. For now, reporting live in Mount Horeb, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
All right, Maddie and Brady, thank you. Let's get a look now at your first warn forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Let's start off with the 3 things that you need to know. Storms will fire up as we head towards the very late part of our overnight, more towards daybreak. Still tracking alert day conditions with some uncertainties, which we'll talk about here in a moment. And the good news is a nice Friday is ahead in our forecast. Well, where is this weather system that's going to prompt the potential for alert day conditions? It's organizing over the Central Plains, over portions of Nebraska, South Dakota. It's already heading over towards Iowa, spreading showers and some thunderstorms as well. Temperatures outside right now, really nice out there, so we can enjoy this part right now. 72 degrees with partly sunny skies here in Madison. Bit breezy out there, but again, very dry. We said this the last 3 days. Whenever you have dry air and showers try to move in, some of those showers are going to fizzle. So any showers we get pushing towards us this evening, going into a portion of tonight, are going to struggle a little bit. The plus side is with dry air, it warms up a little bit warmer than forecasted. 72 in McFarland, 73 in Cross Plains here in Dane County. We got temperatures low to mid 70s across a good portion of the area. A little cooler off towards the west where those clouds are coming in out ahead of that weather system. Planning your night tonight, we will be pretty mild. Lows right around 50 degrees with showers, maybe a clap or two of thunder as we head towards the morning hours on your Thursday. We're tracking the potential for hail. Strong winds and isolated tornado cannot be ruled out Thursday afternoon and evening. All of southern Wisconsin is under a marginal risk of severe weather. This actually is lifted further to the north. It includes the entire area, and this is issued by our Storm Prediction Center. Marginal risks mean an isolated chance of a severe storm or two. Let's track it. Starting off in the morning, showers and thunderstorms west of the Mississippi River quickly moving in, fizzling some as they move into our dry air mass. I was mentioning yesterday, if we have that strong wind off of Lake Michigan, which we do for a good portion of the day, that draws cool air in from Lake Michigan waters, and that actually can prohibit this warm front that we need to move northward. If that warm front can't move to the north, we don't get the warm air for shower and thunderstorm activity. Plus, you add to that, if we have showers and storms tomorrow, that keeps the air cool. We have a lot of clouds according to our future track model. It does get that warm front up to Madison, to just south of the Dells, over towards Richland Center, where you see our temperatures getting into the 60s to near 70, but staying in the 50s to the north of that warm front. And as we move into the evening here on your Thursday, again, if we don't get enough heat to build up, the shower and thunderstorm activity may not be very widespread. This has actually just recently changed here from our weather models this afternoon, now showing a significant reduction in the shower and thunderstorm activity as we head towards 8, 9, 10 o'clock. But we'll have to keep an eye on this, because if that warm front lifts to the north, we get a little more sunshine. That is a little bit more oomph for these showers and thunderstorms to take off, and then everything sweeps on through by the time we get into your midnight hour on your Friday. Here's again what the First One weather team are watching. We need breaks between these showers and storms to allow the heating to occur. That warm front, if it's too far to the south, that limits the severe weather threat, and we may not be warm enough for severe weather on your Thursday. Rainfall amounts, if we can get the showers and thunderstorms to form, could be plentiful, ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch. But as you just noticed with our future track model, the clouds and the showers and the storms that we have in the morning may preclude, meaning may diminish more widespread thunderstorm chances later in the day. Following our alert day Thursday, temperatures staying mild, on and off shower and thunderstorm chances all the way through the 10-day period. You know I like to be an optimist here. Our temperatures, though, are staying really on the mild side. A little bit of traffic, slow eastbound. There was an incident earlier, 18 miles per hour eastbound. So if you have any travel on going eastbound on the Beltline, just be prepared. That's going to be a slow go, at least for a portion of the Beltline. Going at a good clip northbound and southbound near Janesville. It's a nice night to, again, have those windows open. Maybe this time tomorrow night, though, showers and storms will be around, and we will have to deal with that from driving condition standpoint. Susan, Eric?
All right, Alex, thank you. Still ahead tonight at 5, we'll head back downtown on campus as protests continue. We'll check in with our live reporters in the field for the very latest. That's coming up next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Right at chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your home renewal with 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Mother's Day. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Enjoy a website-like layout and swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. Download the Channel 3000 News app, powered by News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
And welcome back. We are continuing to monitor the UW-Madison campus tonight as Wisconsin joined one of many across the country, resulting in a bit of a clash between protesters and police.
For more, let's go to our Kyle Pazorski, who joins us once again in downtown Madison. Kyle?
Good evening, guys. I continue to be out here on Library Mall on the UW campus. I've been out here all morning since around 8:30. When we got down here was when police were really in that clash with the protesters, students down here at Library Mall. The video that you should be seeing here should be some of the scene from this morning. Once again, something that I took away from this is that police were here, and then in a matter of seconds, they all cleared out, seemingly within about a minute's time. In total, we saw UW police out here, Madison City Police were out, as well as the Dane County Sheriff's Office and the State Patrol. They were all out here taking away these tents, but it seems to be that, now the tents are back up. What could only be new tents, because what was here this morning was destroyed as they were taking them away. We're going to go now back up to Jalen Banks, who is on Bascom Hill, with more on this story. Jalen?
And speaking of that altercation this morning between UW-PD and protesters, there were a multitude of arrests and citations made while they were there. According to UW-PD, a total of 34 people were arrested this morning. 30 have since been released. The other 4, however, have been booked into the Dane County Jail. Only one of the 4 has been noted as affiliated with the university. Some of the charges those arrested face are battery to a police officer, attempted disarming of a police officer, and resisting arrest. We'll continue to keep you updated on those numbers, and we'll have more sound and reaction from UW's of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman tonight at 6. For now, reporting on Bascom Hill, Jalen Banks, News 3 Now.
All right, Jalen, Kyle, thank you. We'll be right back with a final check of your first warn forecast.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Get an 11% rebate on all projects, big or small. Touch and Tone Spray Paint is an all-purpose paint for your interior or exterior projects at an unbeatable price. Choose from black or white for $1.99 after rebate. Epoxy Shield Garage Floor Coating provides long-lasting results in an easy-to-keep clean, showroom quality appearance that applies in one coat. Get it for $79.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3-to-1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardians at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see. I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardians works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardians can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardians with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardians is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. Spring is here. The grass is getting green and the flowers are blooming. And along with that comes the rain. Hi, Andrew Larson here from Larson Home Services. When's the last time someone inspected your roof, giving you the peace of mind that your roof was good to go for another year? At Larson Home Services, we'll give you a free 16-point inspection letting you know the true condition of your roof. Remember, when you think roofing, think Larson, Wisconsin's best roofing experience.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Well, and before we wrap up, we want to bring you the latest information on the two big breaking stories today.
Let's check back in with Maddie Heimch, who is in Mount Horeb with the latest after a middle school was in full lockdown today after a shooter threat. Maddie?
Yeah, Susan, Eric, I wish I had more updates to give you. We're still waiting on information from law enforcement. Some of the officers behind me just came around to say that they don't know when that press conference is going to take place, and frankly, they don't see it coming too soon. So we're going to stick around. We're going to keep waiting for more information. What we do know is that the middle school where the active shooter incident occurred is still on lockdown, as other schools are getting released by phases to go reunite with their parents. So for now, reporting in Mount Horeb, Maddie Heimch, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Maddie. When it happens, we will bring it to you live whenever that news conference starts. Protests continue on the University of Wisconsin-Madison campus at this hour.
One last check with Kyle Pozorski, who's been covering it since police responded this morning. Kyle?
Eric and Susan, within the past minute now, some students protesting have returned back here and now chanting. We did see there was a big burst of excitement, and they are coming up here now through this protest as it is happening. We will continue to bring you live updates as this continues on throughout the night. We are expecting some other things to be happening tonight, as well as some live music to take place at 6:30. So this protest does continue to happen now on its third day. Reporting here on Library Mall, I'm Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Let's go to Alex Arrington's back with a final check of our first warn forecast.
Right, we got to track storms here that will enter late tonight, more likely closer to daybreak. Alert day conditions, we call this conditional. We got to be tracking a warm front on your Thursday. If it doesn't get up this far north, we can't get enough heat in, those alert day conditions may not materialize. The good news is a nice Friday ahead. We're looking at temperatures right around 70 degrees. Can't beat that for this time of year. Again, if we get storms to develop on your Thursday afternoon and evening, hail, strong winds, we can't rule out an isolated tornado. This would be for all of southern Wisconsin. Now, best chance for a tornado risk would be towards the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Once again here, we need to get some breaks and storms on your Thursday. If we have a washout on your Thursday, if it's too cloudy, you can bank that the chance for thunderstorms later in the afternoon and in the evening will be less. If that warm front can't get far enough north, we also just don't add up that heat that we need for widespread shower and thunderstorm activity. That would be good news, though. We don't need the severe weather, but we'll take the raindrops for our gardeners and our farmers, and we have plenty of that in the forecast.
All right, Alex, thank you very much. I want to remind folks we'll bring more of the latest information that we have on our two major breaking stories in a half hour on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.